kind of describe what you've seen so far from Andrews and
Oh yeah,
Grant Johnson?
yeah. I think that we studied that and talked about it some more after we made that move and did it in spring practice when we moved Grant down and moved Josh over. And I think that it's absolutely the right thing to do. I think they had a good spring, and I think they're doing well, working together well right now. Uh, the proof will be in the pudding, but I like what we see.
And as far as the center position, I mean, obviously Lennon Cole, was
Yeah.
a staple last season. How difficult is it for a guy to pop in and be a center?
Well, it's good that he has, been playing, number one, and he knows all the calls because even though somebody else is calling it, and this guy Grant Johnson is smart. He is steady as they come. That's one of the reasons we wanted him to be the center. He's just poised, and we knew nothing would rattle him, and he could learn it and handle it. And then it was just a matter of practicing the physical part of snapping the ball. And the other thing is, people don't remember because he never really played there much, but he did start out his career here as a center. So he spent a year doing it and then moved on to guard from there. So it's not a bad deal.
Medical updates. Doctor, did he have a little tweak to
Dr. Michael had they described it as a whole body cramp. Yes, yesterday. Yeah, I guess he cramped up after practice, and his. I'm going to sound stupid now, so don't. But something about his hydration levels weren't correct yet, for coming out of the cramps. So they advised to hold him out today. So that's what we did.
Anything on Larry Scott?
Nothing final on Larry. He hasn't had the MRI yet. Micah's got better news than I thought.
No, he doesn't have to have the surgery.
Doesn't have to have the surgery, and instead of 6 weeks, it's probably 4.
That's good.
Yeah.
Singler and Hanford were out. Are they okay?
Singler has back spasms. Hanford had an eye checkup, and they dilated his eyes so he couldn't, with our beautiful sunshine here in Oregon, couldn't see today.
If you could talk about, I guess, how much, going back last year, how much do you think it was the line as far as like cats having to run around and protection issues and him holding the ball too long and not making quick enough decisions?
You know what? That's a 50-50 proposition. I think that the immediate reaction is to blame the line, and sometimes people are right. Sometimes it's a tight end. Sometimes it's a running back not doing the job. Protection is the responsibility of a lot of people, including the quarterback. So this thing has to work together. And we weren't. I'll just say this to kind of summarize all that. We weren't perfect in any one area last year, and but you know what? Ryan did a nice job for a first-year quarterback, and now the key is to learn from the mistakes or the different things that came up last year that he can change this year. Most of it just has to do, frankly, with getting the ball out of his hand faster to the right person. That's it in a nutshell. And he did. And I'm not saying he didn't do it. He did it a lot, just doing it better. And that's what Derek did. That's what Jonathan Smith did. That's what Matt Moore did. That's what Canfield did. They got better at it.
Still going with the young guys at the end of practice. What are you seeing out of that and helping them along?
Well, I think it's great for them to get a chance to play without being disruptive to the flow of practice, because these guys are probably further ahead of any young group as a group than we've ever had, and there's some individuals that are really doing a nice job too. But they don't know the assignments like the other guys do, so to slow things down for those guys during the flow of practice, it would change things. So now we can take some time with them, make a mistake, come back, correct it, and it's a much easier tempo for them to try to perform.
Is there a worry not getting enough time for the veterans to get ready, or is it just trying to keep them from getting hurt?
Oh no, I think that we're getting plenty of plays per day, and we're doing a up-tempo practice with 2 huddles, and we're getting all the same reps that we've ever gotten before.